Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for The Chi, Season 4, Episode 3. So, you guys, I am still in Las Vegas. Shout out to everybody who had all the well wishes for Joe's party. I posted it on my Instagram stories, and it was just a really good time. It was a whole bunch of people I guess we knew all these people were coming, but you know, when you get them all in a room together. But we had a great time, and it was just really nice to see all my family. It's just been so long since all of us were really together, both my side and Mr. side. And, just being able to partake with COVID and people's schedules. And it was just really special that everybody, made the time to come. So, and everybody was just ready to have a nice time too. So it was good. So I knew I needed to do this video. Everybody is down at the pool, and I'm actually about to go down to the pool. Also, shout out to the Rockstar that I saw as I was going up on the elevator. He was coming down. I didn't get his name, but he was like, Roxanne? And I was like, yes, like, who are you? Usually when I see people from, like one of the Rockstars, it's because, they usually say Rox or for it's Rox or it's Rox. They never say Roxanne. So I almost felt like maybe I knew him from work or something. I didn't get your name, but he said, he watches me, and congratulations to Joe as well. So you know who you are if you're watching this video. Thank you for, just taking the time to acknowledge a BITCH. But we really did have a good time. It was just so nice. It was nice, you guys. Now, The Chi, child, this episode. Let's get to the review, shall we? Now, the show opens with Nina. She's trying to talk to her family, and her family is falling apart slowly. Okay, Kevin, we already know he's having his drama with him just being able to cope with everything that's been coming his way. Keisha's having her drama with the baby, not being sure if she wants, what she wants to do with the baby. And then, of course, Dre is trying to be supportive to Jada without telling Nina. Okay, so yeah, all this is going on, and Nina is oblivious, it seems like, to everything. Everybody is about to leave out, and she was like, don't forget that we're having dinner together 7 p.m. even if Kevin don't like lasagna. Oh, you guys, this might move a little bit because I'm holding it. I don't have my stand with me. I didn't plan on doing a video, but you guys know that Claus come out on tonight. Well, this is going to be Monday, so Claus will have come on Sunday night, and that means that I've got to do Pose and Claus tomorrow. Well, actually, I probably won't be able to do it until Tuesday because I'll be traveling tomorrow, so that's why I wanted to hurry up and get this out the way. Anyway, you guys, so it might move. Now, Dre is going to be supportive for Nina. She goes to the doctor's office, tries to see if there can be some sort of holistic approach to Jada's cancer. And the doctor's like, I'm more traditional. We're going to do chemo. Okay. Jada's cancer is very aggressive, and we need to get started right away. So, yeah, scary times for Jada. And she thanks Dre for not telling Nina because we love Nina, but Nina got a big mouth, and she's gonna end up telling the kids, and it'll get back to Emmett. She doesn't want Emmett to know because he's got his own problems right now, and Dre tells her, don't feel like you got to do this alone. But we've heard it many times when people get sick, they don't want to be a burden on others. Now, speaking of Tiff, she comes home, and she's very matter of fact, very nonchalant, actually. She comes on in, and Emmett was like, where the fuck you been? And she was like, I was with one of my customers. Which one, Dante? Are you fucking him? Yep. Did he pull out? She was like, I don't know, but we came a whole bunch of times. I can't remember. I was just like, oh, when a woman's fed up, right? So Emmett don't really know how to handle this Tiffany. So Emmett goes to work, and he's in the mood. All right. Dominique was like, what's wrong with you? And he said, I told Tiffany, what happened between us. And she was like, why would you do that? Now she's going to be mad at me. And we got this edible event coming up and all of that. And he was like, don't worry about it. I mean, she ain't even mentioned you this whole time. I don't even think she mad at you, Plus she out there being, worried about Dante and her fucking him. And she was like, oh, she fucking Dante now? That's like my play cousin. I was like, oh my God, Lala, you're such a bad actress. I don't always feel like she's a bad actress, but for some reason she's too I don't know. It's not convincing in this role. I think she was better on Power. But anyway, Dominique is feeling bad that she had sex with Emmett. You know, she was hoping that she and Tiff could be, you know, good girlfriends, especially since she can't really seem to hold on to any female friends. Like, well, maybe you shouldn't be fucking a man. Okay, that does make a difference. Start off with being a good friend, and then you could have a good friend. Child, we can't worry ourselves about Dominique. Anyway, Emmett goes on over to Jada's. You know, he wants to talk to his mom about it. And when he comes to the door, you know, she's just sort of like not dressed. And he was like, what's the matter with you? Are you depressed about something? Like, why aren't you even dressed? Well, then out walks Sway like, oh shit. And of course, as soon as Emmett sees, you still fucking this nigga? Okay, why are you even with him? Why is he here? He's 2 years older than me. Are you serious? Like, he needs to get out of here, you know? And Jada's just like, Emmett, please, just don't worry about Swade. Okay, please let Swade go in the other room. I said, why his name gotta be Swade? He's so stripperish, you guys. But anyway, you know, it was like, why are you choosing him over me? It was like, why do you think she's choosing him over? I mean, what is the choice? Okay. I mean, I guess the fact that, I guess I understand that he's upset, but it's just like, you this upset? Boy, you got way other things to be worried about. And right now, Jada ain't got the energy to be trying to explain herself to her son anyway, so whatever. So now we see Emmett sitting down with Keisha, and Tiffany is coming to bring the baby there to drop the baby off with him. And so she comes, you know, she speaks to Keisha. Hey girl, how you doing? You know, Keisha just like, I'm here. Okay, Tiff can feel you on that one. So, but you know, she's real, again, nonchalant, matter of fact with Emmett. And, you know, when she walks away, Keisha was just like, what's going on? And he was like, I told her. And, you know, she ain't really happy about it. He just worried about the fact that Tiff ain't really had much to say about anything. And Keisha tells him that's really what you get, okay, for all the shit that you've done. But you better be worried, because when a woman don't say nothing, when they stay quiet, that's really when some shit fixing to go down. Now, you guys, let's jump over to Trig's. Yeah, you know it's about to be a mess with Shad. That's his name, I found out, his friend that's staying with him anyway. So Jake is playing video games with Shad because Jake has been suspended. All right, Trig was like, what the fuck, why aren't you at school? He's been suspended, so yeah, what for? And Shad says, for having some white bitch suck his dick on Instagram. Shad must have got a good look at the video because he's describing the girl's physical parts. And Trig was like, nigga, why are you looking at this 15-year-old girl? Okay, well, you already know your friend, right? Why you got this man in your house, Trig? Anyway, don't be hanging out with this man. All right, Jake got to go to school. I thought you just said that you was suspended. He said he was on in-school suspension. All right, it's some shit that these schools do nowadays to keep you, I guess, still on the campus. So Jake was like, I'm gonna take you. But then he tell his homeboy, like, you know, I'm about fucking sick of you. It's time for your ass to go. You need to get a place. You don't clean up around here. He was like, I'm not your maid. He said, nigga, yes, you are when you staying here rent free. But like I said, Trig is sick of him. Hell, I'm sick of him. I only seen him on this episode and the last one. So we gonna have a lot with Shad I can see coming. Over at Imani's shop, it's just random niggas walking in with these women, okay, and was just like, do her hair. And I was like, who is this fool? I mean, you could tell that he got some shit with him. Imani is probably not going to be able to cross him. All right, the girl is all upset looking. You can look at her and tell that she's being trafficked, okay? Like she's pimped. Doesn't want to look up, you know, hair messed up, you know, she's just looking down and all this. And Imani can spot it right away. But like I said, she can't say nothing to the guys. So she tells the girl, come on with me. You know, I'll take care of you. And then surprise, surprise, random nigga is friends with Shad, who gets on everybody's damn nerves. So you already know how that's going to go. Random and Shad go out to the bar, and he was like, I don't know how you can be around that thing. And he was like, oh, you talking about Trig's girl? Like, she's all right. You know, she's cool. And random nigga was just like, that ain't no woman. That's a nigga in a dress. You know, and of course this fucks Shad up. He don't know that the girl's transgendered. So, yeah, like I said, it's fixing to be problems. Now, jumping over to Doodah. This defund the police situation. They are tackling so many different issues on this show, which I mean I can get with, but this is really ridiculous. Maybe this is, I mean, it is just really ridiculous. So, Dude, I don't know Tracy from a can of paint. Okay, the paint that they was using to paint that fucking pole the other day. And but yet and still, he thinks it's okay to give this girl $5 million. Okay, for this for real grassroots. I'm talking about straight from the damn ideas of Tracy's head. Now all of a sudden, her nonprofit is worth $5 million damn dollars. We don't even know if it's nonprofit. Okay, but anyway, it's worth $5 million, and he tells her if she plays her cards right, there is way more than that to come, because hell, the police department used to get that in a day. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get that to you. Now while they sitting there talking, Trig come in. And why don't you see I'm in a meeting? Trig was like, can you turn on the TV? So he turns on the TV. And now they're saying that the only reason why Doodah did what he did was because Jake had been attacked, and that was like his foster kid or whatever. So Trig is mad about that. All right. And Doodah was like, you the one wanted me to do something about the police. You tired of getting beat up on and all of this. And Trig was like, we can, police our own community and everything, but we got to organize. We got to strategize. We got to get this, right. And so then Tracy, who just got $5 million richer, she turns to him and says, you know what? He's giving me this money and I need help, with this spending it and taking care of the community. And, Doodah was like, yeah, I don't think so. But she was like, it makes sense. We got to do something. I was just like, are y'all really about to... It's gonna be the two of you guys that's 911 for real? It's just so crazy, because now we just talking about giving this girl that dude I want to fuck and Trig $5 million. Child, I was just like, okay, Lena, I see what you're trying to do. Back at the office, Rosalind is telling Doodah, listen, you cannot dismantle a whole system in a day. You are not Donald Trump. You can't do the same things that Donald Trump can do. And he was just like, why can't I? And she was like, because Donald Trump is white. Oh, Doodah said that he can do it. Okay, so they walking down the halls, they see Jim and Daddy, and Rosalind was like, can you talk some sense into this man with this whole defunding the police and trying to do all of this? You know what? Jim and Daddy says, it could work. Okay, if we do this right. And Rosalind is about sick of everybody. Okay, so what if somebody just goes into a black neighborhood and decide to shoot everybody up, kill everybody? Then what we supposed to do? Doodah said, well, that's usually the police. I said, but it's not always the police, Doodah. Please don't be this one-sided and narrow-minded and not watching the whole issue. How you gonna be the mayor and say that only the police is the ones that's creating the problems within the community? You cannot be that short-sighted. Like I said, Rosalind is sick of them, so she just walks off. And Jim's daddy was like, we got to be careful with this, because if it goes wrong, then it's going to be a problem. And Doodah says, yeah, but if it goes right, then he's going to be the next Harold Washington. Who's Harold Washington, you guys? I'm supposing that he's somebody very important to the city of Chicago. Y'all let me know. Now, jumping back over to Trig and old girl. So their first step of trying to get this whole new community outreach program together is going to Papa's daddy's church. Okay, and instead of the people calling 911, we just gonna call the church. Don't that seem like a good idea? Don't you want your Deacon Jones and his wife to go down there and talk to the people when they having domestic disputes, and when there's gang members that's fighting? Don't you want the choir members to go? I said, y'all gonna stop this, okay? But Papa goes out there and Papa Daddy go out there and tell the people that we gonna do this. We got to pull together. Even Trig gives them the speech, like, we got to start somewhere. It's gonna be us. We gonna make sure we take care of our own. We gonna keep everything quiet. We gonna make sure that we can do that. I was just like, okay. Now we get the first test. Tracy gets a call. Okay, and it's off to Trig and Tracy off to the rescue. So they get to this domestic dispute, you guys. You can hear a couple arguing. I mean, you really got to be dedicated to the cause, okay? Because the shit can go left or right? They go up there, and Trig gets in between them, and tries to calm the guy down. He was like, nigga, I don't know you, okay? Hit the nigga square in the jaw right here. And Trig has his protection with him, but So he pulls a gun and he stops old boy. But I'm just like, so then what would have happened if he would have shot that guy? Now, what's the rules now? We ain't got no police department. Like, who's getting arrested? How are we doing this? Y'all ain't even got a place to lock anybody up. Do you really think you're going to be able to just talk everybody off the list? You guys, come on now. So anyway, Tracy's talking to the girl. Trig is talking to the guy, okay, trying to talk him off the ledge. Tracy's trying to tell the girl that they need to get help, even if she stays or if she goes. And the girl wants to stay with him. She does love him, but, they got problems. So we're going to see if the whole family can get the help, but we just don't know. I see everybody on my family has come up into our room. That's what you guys can hear talking in the background. So if you hear that, y'all just get past it. We going to get through this review. Anyways, Tracy packs they pack the guy's bag and he's going to leave. All right. Trig was like, can I give you a ride somewhere? He said, I know how to drive myself, and he leaves out. How realistic is that? You got some strangers coming in and they telling you to leave your own damn house and you've been in a fight with your woman and it's all this drama. I'm just like, this is so... Y'all, I just have to have realism when I watch a show, it has to be realistic. Unless you're going to tell me that it's not, then it needs to be realistic. Okay. So I'm watching that and she goes up to Trig and she's like, can we really do this? Okay. And he was like, we got to do something. What do you guys think about all of this? Giving them this responsibility this quick. I'm not even saying that they couldn't possibly do something like this, but just the next day, all of a sudden, we $5 million richer, and this is what we doing. Now, Imani is trying to rally her friends into helping these sex trafficked women because, Imani was also caught up in something like that at one time. And they kind of like on the, no, we not doing this, we gonna mind our own business tip. So I was like, girl, well, you live with the 911, so see what you can do there. Trig, come on home. And Imani was just like, you not a cop. Like, what are you doing? She could tell that he got a shiner, okay? And he was just like, you know what? They got me. This is what I'm going to do. I got to make sure that I get out there, help the people, help the community. She was just like, okay, well, what about the girl that came into my shop today, nooked and brought this girl in there, and you can tell that she's being sex trafficked and all. And he was just like, not my problem. I was like, oh, so we can pick and choose when we want to be the community outreach people? When we want to be 911 and when we don't want to, so you check out? No, that doesn't happen. 911 is 24/7, okay? You the man of the people and you the man in the community and you said you was going to be protecting these people. You're going to be there for them and all of that. No, it is a never ending job. And right now it's just you and Tracy. Okay. So he says that he can't tell Nook what to do. And she was just like, oh, but you doing all this other stuff. Okay. And when is that nigga Shad going to get an apartment? Okay. He's still working on it. It's time for Shad to go. Now, jumping over to Jake and Kev. So they on in suspension. They talking to one of the good ones at school, the teacher that's like, he's one of the good white people who's trying to help, with the black people and all of that. Hey, why don't you guys write an essay about what happened? They was like, can it be used in the court of law? And he says, no, I just want you guys to express what happened. I was just like, nah, I don't know about this. What is we writing this for? Okay, and where is it gonna go? I mean, it might be true. It might be good to get your feelings out on paper. That always helps me when I journal. But can we really trust that this is what this man is gonna use these papers for? Is he gonna get it? Like, what is this? I'm not sure. But anyway, Jake said he ain't doing it. But Kevin was like, I'm doing it because if they do it, then the guy's gonna let them leave in in school suspension. So I was just like, Kevin, is this going to get him in more trouble, child? Anyway, afterwards, Gemma was like, this is really good. Okay. Can I interview you on my morning announcement show? It's only going to be 10 minutes. You're only probably going to talk to him for like 5 minutes and I'll just talk about what happened. And he was just like, no, I just did that shit so I can get out of in-school suspension. Okay. So miss me with that. So when he walk off, then Jake is back there and, she smiles at him and, cozies up to him and asks him if he would do it. And it looks like Jake is going to do it. And he does do it. Okay. And she's interviewing him on the show and Kevin is watching in class and he's just sort of like, oh, God. I said, Kevin, you about to lose your girl. Poor Kevin. He don't really need a girlfriend right now. The post they need to try to get him some psychological help. I feel so bad for poor Kevin. Later on that night, though, Kevin is trying to text Gemma, Gemma don't answer the phone, okay? Don't answer the text message. So he's worried about that. We see poor Keisha. Keisha's crying in the bedroom about what she gonna do with this baby. I feel really bad for Keisha as well. And then, of course, Dre is still trying to be there for Jada, not necessarily telling Nina what's going on. So, of course, it's just everybody is about to go to this dinner, but we ain't really trying to be there, okay? Nobody is really there mentally. But Nina, okay, ever the detached one. It just don't never seem like Nina know what's going on in their own damn family. But we gonna have this dinner 7 p.m. So we sit at the table, we pray, we eat. Now let's get back to Duda and all of the antics over there. So Rosalind and Gemma Daddy, they got a big plan. They trying to get the Olympics in Chicago. I said, with no police? Are you crazy? Do you think that them people would be coming to the Chicago if no, okay? But they think it's a good plan. So Tracy comes in and Rosalind was like, we're having a meeting. And Duda was like, no, it's okay. Come on in. And she was just coming to drop off, you know, her first reporter, her 911 call. Okay, her domestic dispute thing, it went swimmingly. Now, of course, Rosalind was like, I ain't got time for you, girl. All right, we having a serious meeting here. It ain't got nothing to do with you and Duda and all of y'all out of control loins. We trying to do this, fix this whole defund the police thing. Tracy feels like the only people that need protection is the black people, okay? And Rosalind was like, see, this is why I can't talk to her, because she ignorant. So all of the rest of the people ain't supposed to be protected. I mean, I guess that's how Tracy sees things. She says that they don't need any Olympics because what the people really need is to just be looked out for. Why can't we do both? Okay, why can't we do both? Gemma Daddy was like, no, the Olympics is gonna bring a lot of money to this community. She was like, no, that ain't what they need. They just need to be looked out after. What does that mean exactly? Rosalind was like, girl, you tripping. Like, we ain't even got time to be entertaining you with this foolishness. But dude, I was like, Rosalind, do you mind excusing us? And she was just like, what for? And he said, because I asked you to. All right, so Rosalind tucks her tail like she usually does and walks on out. But you could tell that shit is pissing her off, right? When it's just Gemma Daddy and Duda in there, Gemma Daddy was like, you better watch out for that one. Okay, and we don't mean Rosalind. We talking about Tracy. All right, brother man, your slip is hanging. We already see you guys looking at each other with all this fire and desire in each other's eyes like, you playing with fire. And of course, we know that Tracy is really feeling herself, okay? She feel like she got Duda, not quite in her back pocket, but somewhere close in the vicinity. Now, Tiff and Dominique's event, okay? Dominique is there with Darnell trying to get things ready. And then when Tiffany comes in, you know, Darnell was like, I'm gonna leave y'all to it, okay? Y'all have a good event. And so Dominique is all awkward at first. And, you know, Tiffany just walks up to her and she says, are we good? And Tiffany was like, yeah, I'm good. You know, we good. Okay, I mean, it was bound to happen as far as Tiffany is concerned. Besides, she tired of being mad. Mad just makes her tired. So now she just don't really care. Okay, just don't fuck him again, please. And Dominique says she got her hands full with Darnell. I said, Tiffany, you better than me. But I mean, I guess you don't really care. But even if you don't care, I still wouldn't be fucking with Dominique. I mean, if I was going to be business, it was going to be strictly business. And that is it. So anyway, as the event is going on and Tiffany is talking to, looks like this gay couple, and she's telling them about the drama with her and Emmett, and they tell her that, you know what, they have an open marriage and it works out well, you know, as long as everybody stick within the rules of the confines of this open marriage, it can work out well. You know, people do it all the time. People do it all the time, but you know what, I think it doesn't work out as well as many people would like for it to. So that's something that you need to be careful about, especially when you're already having a relationship that's having problems. Adding somebody else cannot help. Jada's there with Suede and she's really, really high. Poor Jada's just trying to get something that can help her sleep, you know, so Tiffany is telling her what, you know, they can and can't do. Jada asked her, is she and Emmett okay? And Tiffany was just like, you know what, Jada, just enjoy yourself. You know, you really deserves it. Doesn't even give her an answer about what's going on. And then when Jada and Suede are leaving and Emmett follows them out and was just like, Mama, let me take you home. Like, you know, I can tell you, you know, you done had a lot. Like, let me help you. And she was like, don't worry about me. We good. Okay. You go back inside and enjoy the party. But how do we enjoy the party when Tiff and Emmett are having problems? So all those people, you guys, I hope you guys can hear me. Anyway, after the party is over and Tiff and Emmett are left in there, Tiffany tells him that she wants to have an open marriage. And he was just like, what? So now you want to fuck other people? And she was just like, I mean, obviously the way that we have it going now is not working. You know, we've been together since high school. We're bored with each other. Maybe we need to try something else new. And he was just like, no, I'm done fucking other people. Like, I just want it to be you and I. And now she's just like, I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, so now you want to fuck other people. And she says, I'm just still trying to figure it out, but let's just try this and see what happens. Now, lastly, we see Trig and Tracy. They trying to mobilize the people, right? So they having a meeting and they telling them, all you got to do is keep things quiet. You know, Doodah says that, you know, you're going to really be there for the people. You're going to give them things, money, whatever they need, as long as they can keep everything quiet. Because if they can, then it's going to be proof that this whole defunding the police thing is going to work. Okay, so just let us do what we got to do. Y'all make sure y'all just be out there. Okay, I'm just going to put Reverend Samuels and his wife out there. I'll just like, this is craziness. Because I'm not one of those defund the police kind of people. I'm not ready to put my life in just my neighbor's hands, okay? I'm going to need it to be done another way. Definitely the police department can stand some what is it? Repositioning or whatever the word is. They can make some changes in the police departments for sure, but no. After the meeting, Tracy was just so impressed with Doodah. Okay, and he was like, you know what, I'm about to go home and have a nightcap. And she says, can I join you? And he was just like, yeah, you can. Okay, so they go on home and they having a nightcap. He says that he's proud of her. And she was just like, nobody's ever told me that before. Oh yeah, we make a good team. And she says, we do? And he says, mm-hmm. They put them nightcaps down, honey. And next thing you know, they kissing. And here come Rosalind. All right, she walk in. All right, hell, she done already said she don't mind sharing, right? So she walk in while they kissing. And she was just like, well. I guess somebody done started the party without me. And they stopped. And she was just like, don't mind me. Y'all ain't got to stop because I walked in. She sit down on the couch. And fuck, Doodah and Tracy looked like they was gonna go to the bedroom, but I mean, if we all okay with everything, you know, let me just finish what I'm doing right here. So they go and get on the couch, and Rosalind is looking, and I was like, oh. And then they cut it off. I was like, Lena, you bitch, now you done did all of this. Can we at least see what is gonna go down with the Doodah and Tracy, and then with Rosalind looking like, is she gonna join in? I mean, fuck, we might as well get the whole story if we gonna tell it. All right, you guys, well, let me get off of here. Like I said, my family is in the other room and I can hear plates and everything. So they obviously are getting the party started. So let me get on off of here and join in, you guys. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel's for it's, nope, it's just itsrox. And everything else I do, one day I'll update everything in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Goodbye.